Kia ora, my name is Heather Wolffram and I'm the current Head of History at the University of Canterbury. History is the study of the past, and it's a really human sort of subject. It tells us not only about how we got to where we are today, but also tells us about how people experience things in the past. It's not about dates, which is what a lot of people think history is about, just memorising dates. It's really about how humans behave, how they make decisions, and what the consequences of those decisions might be. In part, it's about finding out how we got to where we are today, but it's also about understanding the past on its own terms and through the eyes of the people who actually experienced it. So in terms of why we might study it today, why it's interesting and important to us, I think this is largely because it gives us a sense of patterns that reoccur in human society, how decisions might lead to particular events, and how if we take a particular path, thinking about the future, what those decisions, what those events might lead to. So just thinking of a really current example, the current COVID-19 pandemic. We have an historian in our department who is an expert on the 1919 flu pandemic. And he's just been talking to the New York Times, to the New Zealand government and the New Zealand media about how the experience of 1919 should inform us about what we're doing today here in New Zealand, but also overseas in response to our current crisis. So lots of people take history because they're interested in being teachers, naturally. A lot of our graduates who graduate from MAs or PhDs go into being policy advisors, particularly on issues around land and Waitangi claims, but also into areas like the Ministry of Business and Economics and Foreign Affairs as well. I think history really complements a whole range of different areas. We have lots of people who are doing law. We even have people coming across from the sciences. So I'd say whatever you were thinking of studying could be complemented as a minor or as a major with anything else you had in mind.